I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I apologize for the tardiness. This is not how we are. Heineken is a on-point brand, and we don't do this, but the traffic outside is ridiculous. I want to say thank you so much to all of you that came here today. This is very important to me because this is my first Tea with Tay live event. So all of you in this room are part of history. So a round of applause for yourselves. Another round of applause for yourselves on this end. Okay, so I will not waste your time. We're going to go into the conversation. But first of all, I want to say a big shout out to Heineken for always being in the forefront of such conversations that shape culture. Heineken has been sponsoring Lagos Fashion Week for a minute now, and I can say that it's an amazing collaboration. And Lagos Fashion Week is also very involved in spotlighting and developing African talents and African creatives around the world, around Nigeria. So a round of applause for Lagos Fashion Week as well. This is your applause. Do we need more Heineken to go around? Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to start the first session. The first session is the social media runway, redefining fashion careers and visibility in the digital era. And my guest today are the two people who I really respect the work that they do, and they've been able to make a mark in the digital space and just do amazing stuff, right? And I know you saw them on the flyer, but I'm gonna properly introduce them. My first guest is Damola. Damola is a creative director and stylist who's become one of the defining voices of Lagos fashion culture, known for his fearless sense of style and his ability to merge streetwear energy and editorial polish. He's helped shape the look and feel of a new generation of Nigerian fashion. Whether behind the camera, on set, or in front of it, Damola continues to push what Lagos creativity looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Damola. My second guest is one that all of you are obsessed with. The girls are obsessed with her. She's a fashion and lifestyle creator, entrepreneur, and storyteller whose work celebrates individuality and Nigerian design. Angel Obasi, better known as the style connoisseur, the effortless blend of cultural pride, vintage charm, and modern digital influence. Please, a round of applause for Angel Obasi. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? You can use the mics. It's for you guys. It's for you guys. This conversation is very important to me because the landscape of fashion has changed. With social media. I think that social media is redefining what fashion is now. And I'm happy that you guys are leading this charge. You guys are in front of this conversation. So let's get into the questions. I'm going to ask how you remember fashion before social media. I'm going to start with you first.
Honestly, how I remember it, mostly I would say Nollywood was really setting the trends for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Before social media, I would say, is it Saturday weddings or at church or Nollywood movies where you see the it girls, so you know what's up from. And I'll also say like This Day magazine, also This Day Style magazine, because every This Day newspaper that year used to have like Sunday magazines. So I would go in and I would literally like go through like, oh, what's trending, what's in vogue. I'll use the magazines to wrap my books, and it was long before Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. So yeah, I would say that that's really how I remember it and how they used to document the conversation.
Thank you, Angel.
You're welcome.
Damola?
I think before social media, we had a lot like print. Like, I think print was big then.
Yeah.
We had like magazines like Ovation. We had the Encomiums. We had like the Sunday
Ovation,
dailies where you could see like various styles where our friends just went through like looks. And I feel like print was really big then. So before social media, it was all about the magazines, the manias, all the fashion magazines that we had back then that were just like, tell us what's going on, show us like events, what people are wearing. I also feel like Nollywood was a big.
The Y2K girls.
Yeah, like the white, like even till now, like I feel like we are so obsessed with like the
Yeah.
90s, and I want
Because
us
of
to
this trend that they
almost
set,
move on
right?
from like we are stuck in like in the 90s. Everyone wants
Yeah.
to recreate like the
Yeah.
baddies, and but
Yeah.
so I think Prince was
agree.
really big and Nollywood, yeah.
Yeah, I like what the girls did before. I didn't know they were creating history because some days ago I went to the office and all the staff of Aircon were dressed up in like Y2K, looks, you know,
looks,
and they
yeah.
really ate. And I
Yeah.
think that, you know, I think fashion doesn't really change. It just evolves over time and we get back to the same things that, you know, we used to do. But in your opinion, right? Do you think that social media has made fashion better or has it watered it down?
Whoa.
Damola, let me start with Damola.
Exactly.
Damola is in the business of fashion.
Exactly.
I think social media has made it better.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like now like the reach is endless. Like we are inspired by so many things. I feel like I didn't know as many African designers as I know now.
Yeah.
I feel like now we're not just looking at Nigerian designers, we're looking at designers from Ghana, we're like getting inspired from Thailand, we're getting inspired from India. So I feel like social media has opened our eyes to like beyond our shores, like what we know. Like I feel like social media has also inspired even the designers also to like, okay, see what their peers are doing outside of the confines of like the continent and like just apply it. Like, how do we make our fashion more in tune with what the world is doing, to be honest. So I feel like social media has made it better.
Angel, I know that you're a social media queen, so you would always, your opinion
Always
would be
be for.
different. You before, right?
Yes.
But I mean, I want to hear from you.
Honestly, I have to agree with him. I think it has made it better. It has made at least you get closer to your dream and you get closer to your idols and people you really admire. And you also tend to be that person that you really admire. So the truth is social media has been able to really change the trajectory of people's lives and also the way that we consume fashion as well. I would say that because there's social media, you are able to see something like, you know, I can buy that and I can buy that at an affordable price. And for, you know, we have Shein, we have Zara, we have like, if you can't afford this, you can afford this. If you can't have this, you can have this. Like everybody can look good right now because of what social media has brought to us. So yeah.
I agree, though, but I've met some guys. I've met some fashion gatekeepers. You know those Nigerian fashion editors from back in the day
Yeah.
who think that these social media kids have watered down.
Have ruined things.
You know what fashion is? But in our days. In the days of complete fashion, in the days of, you know, I'm just like, I bet, Auntie Sita, let us shine. But you know,
Yeah.
I also feel like the reason why they say that is because it almost feels like the people who started this journey are not exactly benefiting from
Yeah.
what they started, right? So I can get the resentment towards the new fashion girlies. But in your opinion, do you think that we need to intentionally give credits to the people before the social media era?
I would say that another thing is not enough people actually read or have the background to know who the pioneers were. It's just what it is, unfortunately. But I totally agree that you have to give honor to whom it's due to, because I would agree with them in the time of complete fashion. Genevieve magazine, there was things that were happening.
Yeah.
You know, that they were the
Yeah.
it. And to be honest, like I said, I just don't think that a lot of people now that are pushing or the face of fashion even have that history or even have that. They don't even have that history. They don't know.
But if you're so invested in fashion, don't you think that you should know your history?
It's
I feel like
just
those
what
that
it
know,
is.
to be honest.
Yes,
I feel
exactly.
like
Those
you
that
can't-
know. But
if you're
then-
working like in the Nigerian landscape, I feel
Yeah.
like the people that have been here since before social
Agreed.
media know.
They know what
yeah.
they know who are the pioneers. But the truth is, I have to agree with them to an extent. Social media has watered things down to the point where it's now like back noise. Like they just feel like, ugh, like who is that?
I feel like because we came from an era
Exactly,
where, or before,
yes,
not
there was a
everyone has to
before.
struggle,
We're
to
kind
be
of in
honest.
between.
Yeah.
So we know who the it girls were. We
Yeah.
know who has pioneered fashion. We know who were really pushing fashion. Who were the people that, if you have not seen them on that event,
Yeah.
the event
The
was
event
not
was pop,
popping.
yeah.
Yes.
Because I walked this, I
We're not
roamed this
popping.
compound when I was in fashion
Yeah.
model. And you know, every time I see the 19-year-olds, the 20-year-olds who don't know the icons, I'm like, how
dare you? Do you
These
know
people
who we're
walk so
speaking
that you
with?
can fly. But
Yes.
yeah.
So I
and
agree.
I think that's the beautiful thing about this conversation, and I'm very happy that Heineken is leading this because if we don't have such conversations, we cannot trace our history and we cannot know where we're going to. So it's important that we have these conversations. Yeah.
Agreed.
And thank you guys. But in this age and time where, everything is sort of watered down, as they say, how do you maintain authenticity when every platform rewards visibility and aesthetic first?
I feel like you just have to just do what's true to you. Like, in the midst of all the noise and in the midst of all the content and all the inspiration, I feel like you have to just like figure out what message are you trying to pass yourself. Like, okay, who am I as an entity? Like, what's my style? What kind of things am I into? What kind of message am I trying to pass across? Not everyone can be androgynous. Not everyone can be femme. Not everyone can be masked. So I feel like everyone we all know the kind of people, the people that are pretending or people are trying to like play a role. So it has to be like, if you're a fashion boy, you're a fashion boy. Even if you shop on Shein or you shop at ASOS or you buy the high end designers, it will like style. Even if you have like 10,000 naira, like your style will still come through. So it's not about the cost. It's not about the brand. It's just about like being authentic and like, okay, this is who I am. This is the type of things I like, and this type of message I'm trying to pass across. So I think that's
Okay. I'm going to move into identity, right? It's amazing to see that a lot of Nigerian creatives are weaving identity and culture into their work, right? What do you think about this? How do you balance global trends with cultural originality? Because I feel like social media also exposed Nigerian fashion, right? I'm on TikTok and I'm seeing American girlies saying, oh my God, Nigerian fashion is the shit, right? But then it's almost like we are now positioning for the Western space, right?
I feel like the people on TikTok are just catching up with, like, Nigerian fashion has always been the shit. Like, I feel like we've been here.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like
Do you guys agree?
Nigerian fashion has always been, we've always been fetch. We've always had glam. We've all, like, even our moms, even if they were not very contemporary in their looks, like, we always gave looks. So I feel like now there's just like a medium where people can see what we have to offer and they are gagging. So yeah.
So do you feel like Nigerian designers and stylists are doing enough to tell our stories through fashion?
Yes, I think it can get better, but it can be better. But I feel like we are doing the best that we can, what we have.
Right.
Because Nigeria, because the fashion landscape, like, there's not really a lot of support. Like, all designers are doing it themselves. Like, there's no, like, there are grants here and there, but every designer, it's not like Louis Vuitton where like it's a big fashion house. Like, there's a budget here, there's this there. Everyone is like literally making it work with what they have.
Right. And this brings me to my next question. There's a lot of conversation online about the pricing of Nigerian designer. Let me just tell you something, guys. Nigerian designers cost so. Like, I love Nigerian designers, but let's admit it's a bit pricey. Angel, what do you think? Because I miss back in the day when you wanted to get like a shirt or a t-shirt, you can say 50K. There's no 50K shirts with Nigerian designers now.
The one that you like.
What? You think so?
Yeah.
Because Angel, what do you think? Because Angel is always shopping. Like, what do you think about it?
If the Nigerian designers were not doing an excellent job, they wouldn't be so pricey. That's what it is. So the international market makes them really pricey. If you're getting the attention, the kind of attention that Nigerian brands and the Nigerian designers are getting these days is actually pushes for them to be more on the luxury side and less on the affordable side.
That's my problem.
So
that
now
word luxury.
it now makes it very difficult for Nigerians in Nigeria to afford the brand. I get that, but like at the point, the truth is, like he said, they were doing the best with what they have, and at some point, everybody wants to pivot. And how are you going to pivot with money?
Angel, I understand growing your business and scaling, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you can scale your business and also be affordable.
But I think it's a bit unfair. This conversation about Nigerian design has been like, I know that yes, some are expensive, like a random.
I'm not saying everybody.
Yes, I know, like that. Yes, but again,
like the brands
we need to consider
that we want
like
to
we're in
wear.
Nigeria. Like, how much is the dollar to Nigeria? Like,
honestly, and so think about it, a lot of things are imported,
Right.
which makes it very difficult. If you're importing fabrics
from
then
Light,
by the
from
time you
tailors.
import, then they would hold your products at the customs. By the time it gets to you, you have to produce them, you have to ship it. It's really, really expensive. It's really not as cheap as people assume that it is. And not to say that it's not expensive or
Right.
it's not like maybe the prices are really, really high. And it's very sad that a lot of Nigerians cannot afford, named designers or the really, really popular designers that they really want to wear. But the truth is, running a business has kind of shown me that it's really not that cheap to bring things in here, then ship out. It's really uber expensive. Now, if we had this product here, like enough fabrics here, it would kind of make it a little cheaper to produce here. And sometimes brands even tend to have like a different Nigerian website for Nigerians and a different website for international. So it's even cheaper for the Nigerians. They do try, but is it expensive? Yes, I have to agree with you.
Yes, it's expensive.
It's uber expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pro Nigerian fashion. I'm wearing Nigeria. I've always loved Nigerian fashion designers. I feel like we have some of the most brilliant designers here
Agreed.
Yeah.
who, if they had more
Resources.
they would do amazing stuff, right? And I also cannot blame them for the price hike, right? I'm begging them
So come
to
down
allow
a bit.
us
Come
wear
down a bit.
Nigeria.
If you love a look, you save. That's what I do. Like,
Yeah.
I be saving, I save for months. Imagine me at this level with Heineken sitting here, still saving to buy clothes. Think about it. But yeah, I get it.
Right.
I think
It's crazy.
do you also think that there's also pressure on Nigerian designers to sell luxury
Of course.
Yes.
or be luxurious?
Of
I
course.
feel like the we as a people cause that.
Yes,
like, 'cause
exactly.
the average Nigerian would used to look down on Nigerian designers until when it became fetch.
Yes.
And I feel like the designers also now realize that, okay,
You know
now
what?
we are
Yeah.
cool.
Now we're
then we'll
cool.
show you.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I don't even blame Nigerian designers because I have a couple of Nigerians. I call them money misroad, unfortunately. If it's not expensive, it can be great quality, it can be great design, great print. But if it's not like expensive, like not to buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's
Because they
Nigeria.
assume price equals quality.
Me, I like a good deal, though.
They assume price
like a
because
good
quality.
deal. If I can get two Tianitas for less, I would. They don't even do sales anymore.
My
Think
dear.
about it. But what do you think the government or just even funders or organizations can do to help Nigerian fashion? Because I feel like Nigerian fashion is one of the biggest exports that we have. Just like as we have music, we have Nollywood. Nigerian fashion is really becoming a very big export. Like, it's almost on this. I can't say it's the same place as music, but like there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's there. It's
it's
getting
there.
there,
You
yeah.
can feel it that people are looking for Nigerian designers, and I think that because Nigerian designers probably were not in the fore like that, the foreigners are looking into it. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is new, and they're enjoying it. What do you think the government can do to support the Nigerian designers and to help them to the point where they can compete globally?
I would start with the customs. Honestly, let's start there. Like importing anything into Nigeria is uber difficult.
Yeah.
It is very expensive. It is really just tedious. It makes for nobody to want to bring more things, and that's why it makes that more people that come in here want to leave because of how expensive things are to bring into the country. So I would really say that the government can start with helping with importation of stuff, and like the exploitation of everything is really ridiculous. They're exploiting you have to pay Uber fees as a customer, as a producer. It's really not fair. So honestly, for us to really have more things coming into the country and more things leaving the country, we really need to look into our exportation. It's really, really, really bad.
I think that the government can do a lot, right? And I don't know why they're not looking into the industry. I don't know if
I feel they are looking in. I feel like the government needs to support. Like if you're going to support the fashion industry, support everyone in the fashion industry.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a Nigerian thing to pick a select few and like put a lot of
speak on it.
a lot of money, a lot of like
Funding.
There are so many awesome Nigerian designers that don't have the visibility, don't have the resources, that are not getting the same backing as X. So I feel like if the Nigerian government is going to come in,
Please,
because
emphasis. What do you mean by X? Tamola?
like I feel like there are some designers that are better than some. Not to compare, but they don't have the
Access.
same
The resources,
the backing, the PR, the fashion elites just co-sign like a little just small as a co-sign. they're not getting
I
that cosign.
see,
So
yeah.
and it's hard, like because fashion is very classist in a way.
It is.
Yeah.
So-
Do you guys agree that it's classist? Do you agree that Nigerian fashion is classist?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we Nigerians,
It
we are
is.
very like we like looking
Yes,
at the next
so-
person. So like if
Yeah.
Angel doesn't find this brand fetch, I might not really find. But if once Angel co-signs me, trust me, like everyone will be on board. I'm like, oh you're pretty, you're talented, oh you're nice, yeah this.
Okay, so I'm not gonna call names. There's a brand I only bought because the cool kids were buying it. And when I bought it,
You were not happy.
after the first wear, it just, gave up. And I'm just like, I can't even cry out because I did it out of peer pressure. So, but I have to agree with you, Damola. And I think that, by now, we should have like creative hubs where we get younger designers to shadow, the bigger designers. I feel like there's so much gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I like social media, because social media has leveled
Leveled
the playing
it.
field. Social media has made it easy for everybody who's talented to say, you know what, with my phone, with good lighting, I would show you what I'm about.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for social media. For you guys, what do you think social media is going to do to the fashion and even just fashion influencing in the coming future? Like in the future, sorry.
What do I think how it's going to impact, basically?
What do you think it has done for the industry, and what do you think is going to happen in the future?
The fashion industry.
Yes.
I would say that honestly, as we keep going, we can see how much all the girls and the guys, everybody wants to be. And like I will start with just this year or last year, but this year, for instance, like a lot of the international girlies are in Nigeria. Ciara is in Nigeria, right?
the PR is a
And it's
lot.
mostly because of the buzz that Lagos Fashion Week has started getting and how everybody loves the Nigerian design. They have to be here. They have to wear Hatuba, or they have to wear Tiffany Tubo, they have to wear Tiffany Amber, they have to wear all of the designs, because these designers are just as good and just as great as the Louis Vuittons or the Gucci or all of those shows you really want to attend, where they're like, it's just like as important. So
Right.
everybody will book a flight to come here. They're not even waiting for Dirty December anymore. They will book a flight to come here. And that in itself has shown how much we've evolved
We've grown,
since we
yes.
started. Like before,
Yeah.
it was quite scanty when you walk the street style.
Yeah.
Now everybody and anybody, but the buyers, designers, the magazine, everybody is out there and everybody is getting shots from anyone. So the truth is, social media
I
has
was
really,
wondering where you were
really,
going to bring this.
social media has really, really helped the fashion industry become the it girl of the world, actually, right now.
Yes.
Yes. So it is what it is.
I was telling somebody that, I'm going to come to you, Damola. I was telling my friend that, you see this PR that they gave us last year, it's going to cause problem this year. You see the traffic that you saw. It's not even December.
Exactly.
Like everybody's here. I like the conversation around Nigerian fashion. I'm proud to wear Nigerian fashion. Before we wanted to shop like foreign brands. Before when we shop foreign brands, some of our friends say, can't you see what I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Now when I wear
Banke Kuku, and you're just like,
Banke
wow.
Kuku, I can't sit still. I want everybody to see me. But I think it has really improved. Damola, for you, like 10 years ago, styling was an expression in fashion. But what it is now is ridiculous. The amount of clout, money, success that you have come into from social media is ridiculous, right? Do you think the journey would have been easier if there wasn't social media? Because for a long time, Nigerians didn't understand stylists. They understand designers, but they didn't understand what styling was. Somebody who creates a look, somebody who creatively directs something, But I feel like because of social media and the storytelling that has happened, now we respect stylists, we see them. Do you think that this would have happened without
social media?
Do you think your career would be where it is without?
No.
Yeah.
No. I started my career from social media. Like
Me too.
Yeah, like 13 years ago when I intended to be like a dresser at Fashion Week.
Right.
It was all through social media. And I feel like even the opportunities I've gotten came from social media. Like social media is like my resume. Like, where, okay, yes, this is Damola, this is what I do, blah blah blah. Okay, what's your handle? Like that's the first question they will ask you. What's your handle? Like nobody's telling you go and bring your CV or anything. Like okay, you are this, you are that. Show me
Your Instagram.
Yes, your Instagram, your this, your TikTok. So I feel like social media has, and it has broken down even the gatekeeping. So I feel like you can be anything you want to be through your social media. You can pass whatever message. Even as a stylist, we have stylists where are photographers, creative directors, models. So like it's limitless.
Yeah.
So I can be everything. You can be anything you want to be through social media.
Yeah, and this is also encourage everybody in the room. I think that there are a lot of creatives here, and fashion designers, stylists. I think that you guys should start telling your stories on social media. I think that social media has become like Instagram mostly is like LinkedIn for creatives.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's where you tell your story. Like, okay, so I do this, and everybody's like, "Where's your Instagram?" I'm so glad that we have social media now. It's redefining fashion careers. It's giving us visibility, and I'm happy that you guys are leading. In that space, I mean, you guys are doing amazingly well. I remember when you started, it was a thing where you were just pushing and pushing. Now you have so much money, it's crazy. And the one who has so much money is arrogant, And I thank God for where we are. And I'm saying that I'm also happy that fashion creatives can eat. I tell everybody who cares to listen that when I was doing fashion frustrated me to the point where I went to get to 9 to 5. And I thought that it was going to be the end, But fast forward till now, I can see creatives who can make decent lives, who can travel, who can do things. It's so even content even this lady who come around and I know she get money. Like it's just I'm just happy to see that, And shout out to all the people who are using social media to create careers for themselves and to push. I see you all. A round of applause for all of you in this room. Thank you for showing up. I want to say a big thank you to you guys for agreeing to come on. It was a lot to get you on here, I know. But thank you. And I wish you guys an amazing career ahead. Like you guys are doing amazing stuff. Guys, I'm going to take questions from the audience. I know it's this sit down, does I'm going to take 2 questions from the audience. If any of you has the question, the mic will be passed, to you guys.
What is one point at your careers that you felt, I'm struggling, I want to give up? What is that point? Do you mind sharing with us?
I feel like it's a continuous journey because
We're
every
still
day I'm
struggling,
still like I'm still like till this morning.
See, up to this morning, it wasn't easy for me.
To agree. Yeah, there's never
There
a
are
time
good
where
days,
you
there are
feel
bad
like
days.
you've arrived.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Can I say something?
Say something.
You guys know in this room, as all creatives, the creative career gives you high blood. Like it's almost your borderline, hypertensive or not. You just never. Sometimes you don't know where your next check is coming from. I didn't know that this gig was coming. So I'm still saving some, but there's some days in my house where I'm just like, hey God, I want to continue this career.
Yeah.
And it's. I love the fact that at least I see some money from the work that I do. It's better than it used to be. I can't say that we've arrived there where we're mega rich, but I'm happy that they're paying us finally for the work that we do, and I think it's constantly improving. I think brands are beginning to see that we need to pay
There are more
creatives.
opportunities now.
There are more
at least,
opportunities,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
5-6 years ago, this would never have happened. They would have focused on a designer. We would not have had conversations like this. So
Yeah.
I think it's improving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Damola, what do you think?
Yeah, it definitely is improving. Like the social media has helped with like different branches and different areas to make an income. So it's definitely better than how we started our 10 years.
Yes, I was gonna say. I don't know why I forgot it. I think that social in fashion, social media has created more careers.
Yeah.
So let me give you an example. From these guys in front of me, they have called social media content creators. The photographers are eating, the stylist is eating, the creative
assistants,
director.
yeah.
When you see a picture on Instagram, the credits they reach like 20 people. DOP, this one. Everybody's eating. So I think that we're living in better times.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So my question is to you. So as a fashion creative and also an entrepreneur, I want to know at what point did you see yourself, building a business? Now, I know that there is this cliche to say business, a brand, you create fashion content, but you've now gone beyond just, being a creative. So now, rendering a service, rendering a product. So at what point did you know that you were fit to carry that responsibility, and even that leadership skill, so to say? Because, as a creative, it's easy to say, oh, probably I'm not making so much money, being a creative now. It's easy to say, oh, I can just render a product. But, you must also be clear, gain that clarity to say, I'm now fit, I now have that. So I really want to know. Thank you.
So, I always tell people every time I get the opportunity that one of my success stories, or the way that I have built my business is, I found myself to be one of the most intricate person mentally when it came to fashion, right? So I started the fashion thing when it was more like a blog kind of whatever we were doing before we became an Instagram thing that everybody was interested in. And then it came to me that I could actually start the Ankara thing, right? When I started my Sunday shoot days, which is something that my customers or my followers know, when I started my Sunday shoot days, it became so much of a thing that I tell people that it's like a 9 to 5 for me. So it's not like going to events or whatever it is. It's like every Sunday I shoot for clients every day, literally every week, from January to December. And I had to hire people, videographers, BTS guys. Like, it was a whole thing. Pictures. We have select dates for different things. And I was so grateful to God that God gave me the insight or the ability to build this thing as a business and not just, showing up on social media when it's convenient or when I'm trying to look cute. So even a lot of days when I don't want to work or I don't feel like it, or I was sick, I had to show up because, like you said, it became a business. I will always push for people to finally find that one thing that they can really, really harness. Apart from the Ankara thing, I started the hat thing. So irrespective of whatever it is, a lot of people will hire me or want me to even wear their pieces because of my hats. It was ridiculous. So, they could send to any other person or different people, but it's like, oh, but the style Conessa is so different because, she wears the hat and I have the hat. So not a lot of people have the hat. So it's always made sense. So basically what I'm trying to say is that when you start a business or when you start fashion creating on social media, it's not sustainable. It's not okay. There has to be something that you will do that will eventually help you become a business, that will help you consistently make money. So the goal is not to make money sometimes, because that's what the work is. Creativity is making money sometimes. The goal is to make money consistently, concurrently, all the time, even when you're sleeping, even when I am so pleased to tell myself now that I don't even look for clients. Like, clients will reach out to me regardless, and it's
Clock
because
that.
of the work. Yeah, I don't have to send any, please notice me, send me some products. No, they will reach out, and they reach out because, honestly, because of the work and because of the effort and because of there was something I was building that made my business sustainable. At the end of the day, they need me, so they will come. So you have to look for something that really makes you so unique that no matter what you do, people will find you. They will look for you, whether it's a big brand, whether it's this, and never ever look at any brand as too small. And this one, how much are they paying me? Make everybody so important, just as important as Heineken, so that by the time one day that unimportant client is what will save your life. That would be the next card that would help you get the Heineken job, because you did so many regular small brands work that it pushed you so much that Heineken noticed you. It's just as simple as that. So, yeah. I hope I answered the
Thank you,
question.
Angel. Any more questions for this session?
I think we're good.
Any more? Okay, okay, we'll have one more before we start the next session, please.
Yes, please. So my question is to Damola. Concerning the fact that styling is becoming a really big thing in Nigeria now, I want to ask, did you get any form of formal training in styling, or was it just natural? Was it follow come because you because you probably have a good eye, you're able to create a niche for yourself or something? Was there any form of formal training you had to undergo for upcoming stylists to be able to carve a path for themselves? Thank you.
Yeah, the training I had when I started out, I made sure I had enough experience before I became Damola. So I worked with stylists that I admired. So I wasn't in a hurry to like come out and be like, oh, stylist. So I had to like learn the game, learn the system. Like Nigerian climate is different from how it's done in America or how it's done in London. So I had to work with the people that were doing the type of work that I wanted to do, styling type of clients that I wanted to style. So I worked with about like 4 stylists before I finally decided, okay, yes,
Yeah.
I'm ready to branch out and
Yeah.
like do my own thing. So I feel like experience, you can never experience
It's so important.
experience till you think that you're ready, then the sky is the limit.
So, can I add to that? You must serve. Like
Must.
I think that you know
Must.
my issue with like
This generation
the
now is
new,
like,
I mean,
yeah.
this generation, I beg, no carry me.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, like, but the thing is that I feel like a lot of people don't want to serve, and I tell like younger creators, I'm like, it's a rite of passage. You must serve. You must work with people. You must. I think serving builds character, and you need it for the journey ahead, right? When you become your own boss, you know, there are people. There's someone in this room. I served her. I've served people. I've served everybody. Like, you know, before I arrived, I'm still serving. This is service, right, to you guys. So it never stops, right? But it just gets better. So I think that, you know, if you find somebody who you think that admire your work, you can intern. You can do. Nobody even wants to do internship. Everybody's giving money. You need to do internships, you need to do like trainings, you know, and you know, as you do that, you begin to grow and you create value for yourself. It's value that brings more money, right? And sometimes people want money before the value, but the more value you have, the more people will pay for you. Yeah. So I want to say big thank you to both of you. You guys are doing amazing work. You know, like I think that watching Angel grow this much, Angel is such a boss babe now that I'm just like, I remember when she was shooting, Angel did shoots that year, Sha. You know, I remember when she was shooting a lot of content and we didn't also know what the future was gonna be, but to see that you are here now, you're doing an amazing job, and I really appreciate you for coming, my friend. Thank you so much, Angel. And to you, Damola, you know that I rate you highly. You're doing amazing work, and I'm looking forward to more international gigs and more exposure. Thank you so much for coming on the panel. A round of applause for my guests. You guys have been amazing.
Thank you.
This is Lagos, a city of innovation, a city of style, a city of excellence. We shape beauty with our hands stitched from the rhythm of the market. Our roots are deep, and we wear them with pride.
Oh, yeah, fine boy, take away auntie, bougie, akile, oh, I fancy when I see a type. One kill.
Modern, fearless, Lagos is always one step ahead. The heartbeat of African fashion and innovation, where taste rules. This city inspires. Here's to Lagos, to fashion, to the city of cities.